Welcome to this video. By the end of it, you'll have learned how to slice lists in Python, a super handy tool for working with sequences. So let's dive right in and start with our first example. In our first example, we have a list of numbers, and we want to grab a few of them from the middle. By using slicing, we can easily select elements starting from one position and stopping just before another. It's like cutting a piece out of a bigger cake. You get exactly what you need, no more, no less. Moving on to the second example, we see a list of letters, and this time we want everything from the start up to a certain point. This is really useful when you want the beginning of a list without manually specifying every index. Python makes it neat and readable, which is always a plus. Our third example flips it around. We start slicing from a certain point to the end. This is perfect when you don't care about the beginning and just want everything that's after a specific element. It's like saying, give me all the goodies starting here. Now let's talk about negative indices. In our fourth example, we can actually slice a list using negative numbers to count from the end instead of the beginning. This is really cool because you don't have to calculate the exact positions. You can just say, I want these elements counting backwards. Next up, skipping elements. In our fifth example, we use slicing with a step, which allows us to grab every second element. It's a fun way to select elements at a regular interval, like picking every other candy from a jar. Python does the hard work for you. Example 6 is a favorite trick for many, reversing a list. By using a negative step, we can easily flip the entire list in one simple command. It's like looking at your list in a mirror. Everything appears backward instantly. In our seventh example, we combine starting, stopping, and stepping. This allows for more precise slicing, letting us pick elements in a controlled pattern. It's a little like dancing through the list, stepping over some elements while collecting others. Sometimes we just want a copy of the entire list, and slicing makes it super simple. In our eighth example, we see that we can create a duplicate of a list without affecting the original. It's like making a photocopy of your homework. You can play around with it safely. Example 9 shows slicing with a negative step, but starting and stopping in the middle. This allows you to grab elements in reverse order from a specific point, which can be extremely useful for more advanced manipulations. Finally, our 10th example demonstrates how to easily grab the last few elements of a list. Instead of counting positions manually, Python lets you use negative indices to reach right into the end of the list. It's quick, simple, and elegant. In the next video, we'll continue learning Python and explore even more exciting ways to handle data. So stay tuned and keep having fun coding.